we got getting buried alive. What getting buried alive feels like. So you haven't watched Mr. Death in a minute. We gotta watch one of these videos.
You still haven't resolved the issue with your
Bro,
channel? I miss
come
your
back.
videos,
I
man.
miss your videos more than my girlfriend.
Okay, that one is actually
Nobody
crazy.
said that, nigga.
We miss you. Really
I'm back. Damn, man, how long was the ad? How long is my ad?
Matter with you, Mr. Death?
I can't make videos anymore, Jimmy. YouTube have demonetized my channel.
Mr. Death, sometimes things go quiet before they come back louder. Maybe it ain't over. Maybe
So
it's just quiet
because
before the
YouTube
noise.
demonetize your channel when you can't post, you
Whatever,
can still
Jimmy.
post, you just won't get paid. Right?
Oh my god. I got remonetized. I got remonetized.
Nah, Chad, this nigga basically using us for money, gang, cause just cause you wasn't gonna get paid, you gonna stop making videos for us, gang? Nah, he's a weirdo. Mr. Death is a weirdo, gang. Hey, Chad, if you a Mr. Death fan, just know he using you, gang. Hey, we got trolling.
Okay, make a bit of that, a bit of this, then a bit of that. Okay, action. Picture this. Oh man, I miss this so much. It's dark, pitch black. And that breathing you hear, that's you. You just woke up flat on your back, and your first thought is that you must have fallen asleep somewhere stupid again. You try to sit up and immediately hit your head on something solid about 10 inches above your face, which is strange because you don't remember your ceiling being 10 inches away or made of wood. Your hands start feeling around, soft padding everywhere, covered in silk, actual silk, the kind of fabric nobody buys for themselves. And when you knock on the wood behind it, the sound comes back dead and heavy, like there's something enormous sitting on the other side. You go through your pockets and find a single match, so you strike it. For 1 second, you can see everything. The white silk lining, the wooden lid, and you, dressed in the nicest suit you
Imagine you spark a match and you just see a face pop right in your face. I would freak out, gang.
own, the one you only ever wear to weddings and funerals. And you don't remember a wedding. Then the flame starts eating the same air you're breathing, shrinks down to a little blue nothing, and goes out. You lose it.
Okay,
You hammer
realistically,
against the
nigga,
lid and
if you're being buried alive, you're being buried because they thought you was dead, right? If you're being buried alive, you're being buried because they thought you was dead. You're obviously gonna remember the last thing happened. Like, oh, nigga, this happened. If I'm in the casket, nigga, and they thought I was dead.
scream for help until your voice gives out. But you're 6 feet underground, and nobody up there can hear you. Well,
Nobody.
almost nobody. Oh, hey there. Been a while, hasn't it? Quick recap for the people in the back. For a while there, YouTube's robots looked
No,
at this
wait,
channel
Chad.
and decided,
No, I think it should. No, you know what I think they should do now? Cause yeah, now they. I feel like when they bury people, I don't care how expensive it is, nigga. Y'all need to have some type of device that if somebody y'all don't think somebody's probably alive in their casket right now. Like, think about that. You probably came back to life and all that. It's been reports of niggas who died and came back to life. Y'all need to start putting like a button or something inside there that the person can press they're alive, bro. Cause like that's scary, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
cartoon ghost explaining
Put the
science is the
cam on
most
TV,
dangerous
then I'm
thing
not
on a
doing it again,
platform
nigga.
that autoplays conspiracy theories at 3 a.m. Then a few actual humans took a look, realized the robots got it wrong, and turned the lights back on. So this channel was basically declared dead by mistake and had to claw its way back out, just like you who got buried alive right now. Before we get into what's about to happen to you down there, let's play our quick myths game. For those who don't know the game, I'm gonna say some myths about getting buried alive, and you tell me true or false. Ready? Okay. Myth 1. The phrase saved by the bell comes from old safety coffins. Coffins with a bell mounted above ground, connected by a string to the corpse's hand. So If you woke up buried, you could ring for help. True or false?
I don't know, Chad. True.
False.
Oh,
Saved by
damn.
the bell is a boxing term. But here's the fun part. The coffins
I
were
knew
rigged.
that. Why did I
The
say
Victorians
that?
were so terrified of premature burial that they patented dozens of safety coffin designs. Bells, flags, breathing tubes, little glass windows so passersby could check on you. Nothing says, we fully trust our doctors, like installing an emergency exit at your own funeral. Myth 2. If you're buried alive, you die from running out of oxygen. True or false? False.
I was about to
Oxygen isn't what
say.
kills you. What kills you is your own exhaust. Every breath
Yeah,
you
like-
release is loaded with carbon dioxide, and in a sealed box that CO2 has nowhere to go except back into you. It builds up and poisons you long before the oxygen actually runs out. You don't run out of air, you marinate in your own. Myth 3. Fear of premature burial was once so widespread that famous people put safeguards in their wills. True or false?
True.
True. George Washington ordered that his body not be buried for at least 3 days after death, just to be sure. Chopin's dying request was to be cut open before burial, so there'd be no doubt. And Edgar Allan Poe was so obsessed with the topic that he wrote an entire story called The Premature Burial, which was basically the 1840s version of doom scrolling, except with better vocabulary. Anyway, back to you, in the box. Let's talk about your new apartment. A standard coffin holds roughly 800 liters of air once you subtract, well, you.
It's getting
About
weird, bro.
21% of that is oxygen. Call it 170 liters.
Nah,
A
bro,
calm
nah,
adult
bro.
at
Cause it's
rest.
getting weird, Chad. Somebody probably buried alive. They probably just woke up right, like, think about it. Chad, like somebody probably got buried alive. They probably woke up right now, bro. Feel me? Like Chad, I said before too, just off topic, but not off topic. Chad, if there's 8 billion people in the world, when everybody die, where they gonna bury 8 billion people? If all 8 billion people die, don't that mean all the doctors and nurses die too? So who gonna bury the doctors and nurses? If all the doctors and nurses and all the burial people, right? If all them die and newborns are like already born, everybody else in the world die, who gonna bury them when they die?
Burns through about half a liter of oxygen per minute. Run the math, and you've got
That's
somewhere
good
around
hours?
5, maybe
I
6
might not be in
hours
chat.
of usable air. That number assumes you stay calm, but you will not stay calm. Now for the ceiling situation. Soil weighs about 100 pounds per cubic foot, more when it's wet. With several feet of dirt packed over a standard coffin, you've got somewhere between 2 and 4 tons pressing down on the lid. That's a full-size SUV parked on your front door. 2 if it rained recently. That lid is not opening, and this is not a strength issue. Prime Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't lift this. The Rock doesn't lift this. Uma Thurman in Kill Bill punches through the lid and digs herself out one-handed, and that scene is to real grave escapes what Fast and Furious is to your driving test. And if you're thinking, okay, but what if there's no coffin and just dirt? Congratulations, you've found the express lane. Soil dumped directly onto your chest means your ribcage can't expand. You can't inhale at all. Not, the air is bad. There is no breathing. That's over in minutes, which makes the coffin, ironically, the deluxe package. It buys you time. Whether that's a feature or a bug depends entirely on your perspective. So let's walk through your time down there together, minute by minute, hour by hour. And fair warning, how much time you actually get depends almost entirely on how you handle the next 5 minutes. Minute 0, you wake up, total darkness, and I mean total. Your eyes will never adjust because there is nothing to adjust to. No light has ever reached this place. Your brain, which absolutely hates a blank screen, will start generating its own images within a few hours. Prisoners kept in pitch black cells call it the prisoner's cinema. You'll be getting a private screening, minutes 1 through 5. You test the lid, you understand what's happening, and your body immediately does the single worst thing it could possibly do. It panics. Heart rate spikes past 150. Breathing triples. Adrenaline floods your system, preparing you to fight or run, the 2 activities least available to you right now. The fear response that evolved to save your ancestors from leopards is currently speedrunning your own suffocation. Every scream costs you minutes of life, and the box does not accept complaints. Hour 1. The air is getting thick. CO2 in your little studio has climbed to around 3 or 4%, roughly 100 times what you're breathing right now, assuming you're watching this above ground, which statistically, most of my viewers are. Your head starts pounding, your face flushes, you're sweating,
what?
even though it's cool down there. Graves hold a steady 55 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Great for wine, less great for you. Hours 2 to 3. This is the rough part, and I'm gonna be honest with you because that's kind of my whole thing. CO2 hits 5 to 7%, and your body's alarm system goes off at maximum volume. See, your brain doesn't actually measure oxygen very
Yeah,
well.
think about like chat. Claustrophobia, like I really claustrophobic. Like chat. If a person lay on me and I can't move my arm how I want to move it, I'm gonna dead ass scream. I'm not lying. So I'm gonna really scream. I'm like, please get out of me. Chat, I'm telling you, like I really get claustrophobic, chat. Man, like imagine that. All you feel like your body's just stuck. Like somebody. Like okay, I'm trying to picture a nigga being in a casket. Okay, let's say, cause nigga, if you get in buried, you know something happened previous before that people thought you died. So if you get buried, let's say you wake up and you genuinely don't remember like something happening. Imagine how you wake up in the morning, you scratch your arm, maybe you scratch your arm, you can't scratch your arms. I'm gonna freak out. No cap, I'm gonna start going crazy. I'm going jumping, nigga.
It measures carbon dioxide, and it is currently reading numbers it has never seen in your entire life. The result is called air hunger, the overwhelming sensation of suffocating while you are technically still breathing. You
Check, can't you put it on your will? If a nigga put it on your will, yo, when y'all confirm my death, make sure like, not me, the person, like, make sure you stab them 100 times just to confirm it. You know what I'm saying? And not saying like that specifically, but not saying that for specifically, but can't you do something like that? Like, can't you say like, oh, like, strangle me or make sure I'm dead? Like, you know what I'm saying? Not me.
gasp. The gasping makes it worse. Every exhale adds more CO2 to the room. Your headache graduates into a full skull splitter. Your thoughts start smearing at the edges, and you can't tell if it's the panic or the chemistry. It's the chemistry. Hours 3 to 5. And here, and I know how strange this is going to sound, things get better. Not better, but chemistry better. Somewhere around 8 to 10%, carbon dioxide stops being an irritant and starts being an anesthetic. Doctors call it CO2 narcosis. The panic dissolves. The confusion turns warm and heavy, like the last 30 seconds before sleep. Your thoughts drift somewhere pleasant and far away. People pulled out of high CO2 environments have described a strange calm in this phase, some even euphoria. Your body is essentially administering its own general anesthesia for what comes next. A useful note here, a calm person makes the air last 5 or 6 hours. A panicking person burns through it in 1 or 2. The box rewards composure. The box is the only place in your life where overthinking finally pays off. The end. You slip under, unconscious now. Your breathing slows, then stutters, then stops trying. Your oxygen-starved heart shifts into irregular rhythms. And somewhere around hour 5 or 6, it quietly gives out. For what it's worth, and I realize the bar is underground at this point, you're not awake for the finale. You sleep through the credits. So, what does the whole thing feel like now, from start to finish? Take the worst claustrophobia of your life. Put it in total sensory deprivation. Attach a countdown you can feel but can't see. Time warps in absolute darkness. Hours stretch into what feel like days, and your brain, starved of input, starts filling the void with flashes of light and sound that aren't there. Most people would cycle through the same loop. Panic, exhaustion, an eerie calm, then panic again. Each round a little weaker than the last, like a phone battery that keeps dying at lower percentages. Compared to my other episodes, drowning is this exact same death compressed into 3 minutes. Same suffocation, same CO2 alarm, same panic, just on fast forward. Freezing at least sends you hallucinations of warmth on the way out, like a bad hotel that upgrades you at checkout. Being buried alive is the extended director's cut of dying. Slower, darker, and with the most unsettling feature of all, nothing.
So I might not be the only one. So do that happen to y'all too? Like, if y'all ever super cold, like say you put your hand in freezing water, you then for a minute it starts to get warm, or something.
Thing is attacking you. No predator, no fire, no water. Just a quiet box, your own breath, and math. Now for the part where I tell you how scared you should actually be. Answer: today, not very. Historically, oh, very. Before modern medicine, doctors confirmed death using tests like hold a mirror under the nose and say the patient's name, but louder. Conditions like catalepsy,
What
where
the fuck
breathing
is that gonna do? Hold a mirror on his nose and say his name louder? How is that gonna save me, gang? At least try to harm, at least try to smack me or something. Nigga, hold a mirror on his nose and say his name loud, gang? Are you serious?
pulse become almost undetectable fooled them constantly. When old cemeteries were relocated, workers occasionally found scratch marks on the inside of coffin lids. I would make a joke here, but even I have limits. Somewhere. I'm sure of it. Which brings me to Angelo Hayes, my favorite Frenchman. In 1937, 19-year-old Angelo crashed his motorcycle headfirst into a wall. No detectable pulse. Declared dead, buried. 2 days later, an insurance company got suspicious about the paperwork and had him dug up and found him warm. Angelo had been in a coma so deep that his body was barely using any oxygen, and the coffin's air supply kept him alive the entire time.
You know how
he woke
lucky
up,
that man gotta
made a
be?
full recovery, and then, in the most French response imaginable, became a celebrity touring the country with a security coffin he invented himself, featuring an oxygen supply, a radio transmitter, and a food locker. Some men stare into the abyss. Angelo added a snack drawer. Today, getting buried alive is about as rare as death gets.
Actually, chat, it's genuinely 2026. Why don't we got futuristic coffins? Like why don't we got these big old coffins that got like, not big, like not so big, but like way bigger than your body. You feel me? And like, it's like, just in case. How do you gonna put food in the coffin? Cause man, I know you might ever wake up. If you do wake up, let's say you wake up too late, it's gonna be expired. Get something on fire, nigga. Put some water in there. Feel me, chat? Water, nigga. A contact machine. They need to make that a thing. Put some type of contact inside of a funeral, inside of a casket, bruh. So like, and like he said earlier, put like some matches or a lighter in a pocket. Feel me? First thing a nigga gonna resort to when he like, feel like, when he find out at least that he in the casket, he gonna search around and stuff, see if he got anything that can help. If he feel a lighter, then he gonna spark that lighter and like see that can help. And like put a note on the wall that say, "Hey, press this button if you ever do wake up," or some shit. You feel me?
For two reasons. First, doctors now confirm death with actual instruments. Heart monitors, brain activity, the works. Second, and I need you to appreciate the dark elegance of this, embalming. In most of the modern
that?
world, before burial, your blood gets replaced with preservative fluid. So even in the 1 in a billion case where every single doctor gets it wrong, the funeral home settles the question permanently. Humanity never fully solved premature burial. We just made sure it stops mattering by step 2. That said, hearts do occasionally restart on their own after resuscitation is stopped. It's called Lazarus syndrome. There are dozens of documented cases.
Check
And
question.
yes, a few.
I got a question. If you watch it on YouTube, right? If you watch it on YouTube, answer this question. What do you think is worse? Actual death or being buried alive? What do y'all think is worse?
Few of those people woke up in morgues. In 2014, a man in Mississippi was declared dead and woke up inside a body bag at the funeral home, kicking. The coroner called it a miracle. The funeral director called in sick. And because I know exactly who watches this channel, here's your escape protocol. Fair warning, it only works with a cheap wooden coffin under a freshly filled grave, meaning loose soil, ideally after rain. Step 1. Do not scream. Screaming burns air and achieves nothing. Make slow, small breaths. Step 2. Pull your shirt up over your nose and mouth because dirt is about to join you. Step 3. Kick and punch the lid until it cracks. Fresh pine bends, and the weight of loose soil actually helps snap it inward. Step 4. As dirt pours in, shove it down past your body towards your feet and pack it tight. You're trading coffin space for climbing room. Step 5. Work yourself upright and dig. Freshly filled grave soil is loose enough to move through, and people have genuinely survived exactly this way. In a sealed metal casket under compacted earth, skip all 5 steps.
You're good. Oh my god. You want me fancy? You want me fancy? Get the metal cat. You want me fancy, right? You want me fancy, nigga? You genuinely cook, nigga.
Conserve your air, get comfortable, and hope somebody at the insurance company gets suspicious. Oh, and there's even an entire movie about this. It's called Buried. 90 minutes of Ryan Reynolds alone in a coffin with a lighter and a dying phone. He spends most of it screaming, which, as you now know, is the one thing you're not supposed to do down there. Great movie, terrible air management. Now, be honest. At some point in the last 10 minutes, you started breathing manually. Maybe you stretched your arms out a little, just to check the space around you. Good news, you're completely normal. The fear of being buried alive is so universal. It has its own name, taphophobia. And for most of human history, it was completely rational. Your ancestors were right to be scared. You don't have to be. You are living in the single safest era for being dead that has ever existed. Enjoy that. It's the kind of progress nobody puts on a poster. Oh, this channel has a Patreon now. You know how the Victorians put bells on their coffins? So if someone got buried by mistake, they could ring and get dug back out? Same concept, but with one detail that matters. A coffin bell has to be installed before the burial. Afterwards is a little late, so the bell is up now, the link is in the description, and everyone who joins is part of the reason this
Thought this nigga was actually slamming the bill, gang. Chat, that's some scary shit. Especially if you I don't know what I'm talking about. Is it claustrophobia or claustrophobic? I think it's claustrophobic. I bet, nigga, I was told growing up claustrophobic. And if you're claustrophobic, nigga, this is the worst thing ever. This gotta be your biggest fear. No cap, chat.